Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you can be notified when I go live or upload a new video, and please like this video. Okay, this is the story of Gabby Petito. I admit I didn't want to originally cover this story because it reminded me too much of the heartbreaking story of Kaylee Anthony and how she never got justice. And somehow I have a sick feeling that she may not see the justice either that she deserves. At that time, my daughter was the same age as Kaylee, and I think they kind of favored each other. I remember spending months in front of the TV watching Nancy Grace until they found Kaylee, and it was just so heartbreaking. Let's go ahead and get started. To give you a brief timeline, Gabby Petito is a 22-year-old beautiful woman who appeared to be always smiling and full of life. According to records, Gabby knew Brian Laundrie since high school. She began dating him in March of 2019, and the two got engaged in July 2020. On her Instagram, she ended up writing that Brian asked me to marry him, and I said yes. You make life feel unreal, and every day is such a dream with you. And he replied, my biggest fear is that one day I'll wake up and it will all have been a dream, because that is what every second has felt like since the moment we found each other, till death do us part. That right there is eerie. Or until I wake up. I'm so happy the answer was yes. Love you, honey. The couple lived in Florida with Brian's parents, but decided to take a cross-country road trip in a 2012 Ford Transit van on July 2nd. Before leaving, the couple stopped in Gabby's New York hometown for her brother's graduation ceremony, which happened on June 17th. Gabby was excited to live the van life, as this had been a dream of hers. Gabby's Instagram shows on July 4th, the couple was in Kansas. July 8th, Colorado. July 16th, Zion National Park in Utah. July 21st, Bryce Canyon National Park, Utah. And on July 26th, Mystic Hot Springs, Utah. July 31st, she posted another photo from Canyonlands before a 12-day absence from Instagram. On August 12th, there was a 911 call to report a domestic dispute.
County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir? Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with the white van, Florida license plate, white land, gentleman,
Where's it at?
5'6" beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what'd you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Okay, you said it's a white van?
White van. I can give you the license plate if you give me 1 sec. I took a picture of it.
What kind of white van? Like a big one?
It was a smaller van with the license plate of, it was white, Florida license plate. It was, the make was a Ford, model was Transit, black ladder on the passenger side.
Black ladder, passenger side.
White Ford Transit.
White Ford Transit. Okay, what's your name? And where did they? So they turned. They headed south on Main Street from Moonflower Market.
Correct. They made the right turn.
Also, they went north.
North. Yeah, sorry, I'm not from around here.
Okay, you're right there by the post office?
Right across the street, yep.
Okay, and when they turned onto Main Street, they went right or left?
Right.
Right, so they went north. North on Main. All right, I will let somebody know. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
Thanks.
Now here is a copy of the public incident report. If you can't see it, which is kind of blurry, they have it online. You can probably find it there. But according to police report, officers from Moab Police Department said they responded to a potential DV incident between Petito and Laundry on August 12th. And you guys know what DV is, right? After a man identified as Christopher contacted police, the responding officer, Daniel Scott Robbins, followed the van and eventually moved to pull it over, noting the van was going 45 miles per hour in a 15 mile per hour zone. The officer allegedly sees the van cross a double yellow line, switch lanes, and swerve to the right, colliding with the curb.
You want to place your vehicle into park and go ahead and turn it off for me?
Yeah, sure.
No, park?
Oh, it is in park, yeah.
Okay, turn off your engine. Go ahead and set your keys on the dash for me, all right? What's your guys' names?
Gabby.
I'm Brian.
Gabby, Brian? Okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday, and camping got the stuff, flies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from driving, I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle for me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, he says possibly intoxicated. Did this officer not know that this was the same vehicle that was reported on the 911 call?
Just hang tight right there. Do you mind if I take your keys and just put them on your hood?
You got it, buddy. I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you. Oh, no, you're fine. I'm going to go ahead and close your door, okay? Why don't you come over here? SO2T9, I have the female that was in the passenger seat separated from the male. Keys are on the hood. You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, some days I have really bad OCD, and
Okay.
I was just cleaning and straightening up the back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD, and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him, I just like, I guess my vibe is like, I hear him be like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I just really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I used to work at an all-organic juice bar, but I just quit my job.
Okay.
I was a nutritionist. That's
Oh, okay.
that was my
That's
job.
cool.
And I just quit my job to travel across the country. And I'm trying to start a blog. I just
Okay.
have a blog and stuff. So I've been building my website. So I've just been really stressed and he doesn't really believe that I could do any of it. So that's kind of been like a, I don't know, he's like down there. I don't know, we've just been fighting all morning and he wouldn't let me in the car before. And then
Why wouldn't he let you in the car? Because
He told
of
me I
your
need-
OCD?
He told me I needed to calm down. Yeah. But I am perfectly calm. I'm calm all the time. And he really stresses me out. And I just...
We see where she's crying and she begins to immediately take responsibility, which is so common in DV situations.
don't we do this? Why don't I sit you down in the back seat of my car? You're not in any trouble, okay? I'm not going to be putting handcuffs on you. You obviously don't have any weapons. I'm going to get you into the air conditioning, let you take a breath, relax a little bit, and then I'll come back and talk to you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Like I said, you're not in any trouble. So just go ahead and take a seat.
You talked to Gabby already?
Yeah, I just spoke to her.
Yeah.
So, you want
This poor thing, she's protecting him by taking responsibility. She's crying so hard that the officer, I wish, would have understood that she's trying hard to explain, and that in so many of these cases, these girls don't tell. She was scared out of her wits. She felt threatened. I think he threatened her, and I think she took that threat serious enough that it scared her, but wasn't willing to tell. Did the officer not already know that this girl had been slapped and hit by the 911 call? I'm very confused by this. And she also tells the officer he wouldn't let me in, that I needed to calm down. She tells the officer I'm always pretty calm. So he should have known that she wasn't being truthful about this OCD, because people with these conditions, they're not calm. Sometimes they have their fits. And I think that there was he should have known, maybe, if she's lying about, one minute she's saying that she's pretty usually always calm, but then the next minute she says that she has anxiety. So maybe he should have asked her, which is it? Are you pretty calm most of the time, or are you suffering from this, or is something making you feel this way? Are you crying because of something else? Because if you're usually calm, then you're not going to get this upset unless something is making you this upset.
Come on over here. You're not in any trouble right now. So, tell me what's going on.
She just gets worked up sometimes, and I try and really distance myself from her. So, I locked the car and I walked away from her. What happened this morning is that she's trying to start up her own little website blog and everything. So I give her time. We really had a nice morning, if anything, but she just got worked up because we were trying to get going and get our day going because we want to go hike arches before the second time.
Okay. You want to?
No, she didn't have a nice morning at all. You were slapping her.
She's on your face?
She had her cell phone in her hand. That's why I was pushing her away, because she wanted I locked the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take a breather and let's not go anywhere. Let's just calm down for a minute because she was getting a little worked up. And then she had her phone and was trying to get the keys to me, so I got in the way. I was just trying to, I know I shouldn't push, but I was just trying to push her away to go, let's just take a minute, step back and breathe. And she got me with her phone.
Can I see your hand? Oh, you got a mark right here.
Oh, that's from a wire.
That's from a wire?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about hitting that curb?
Hitting the curb was her grabbing the wheel.
She grabbed the wheel?
Yeah. She said, I can't believe we're getting pulled over, and then she grabbed the wheel.
What about the speed? Did she take over the pedal on you?
If I was going fast, I'm sorry. No, it's probably just the moment of, I'm still shaking now. The adrenaline, seeing the lights flashing up, and then her grabbing the wheel.
Poor little baby got some scratches. No, I don't believe she grabbed the wheel. I think, in my opinion, he got mad. The cop was following him, and he was making threats inside that van that he was gonna maybe outrun the cops or something, and she was trying to get him to pull over, because now we know the truth, and we allegedly, in my opinion, know his frame of mind and what he's capable of.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it took quite a bit to catch up to you. So. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. We're just going into the park again to get water because we have a 6-gallon water container to fill up. So we're just grabbing water for the hike. Okay. And I was trying to keep everything calm and quiet because there's plans still to go for a hike. But I'm really sorry about that.
Of course. Do me a favor. You want to go ahead and just take a seat right over here on the curb for me?
And if I was speeding, I'm sorry. I want to apologize.
You don't have anything in that pocket or anything like that, do you?
Nope.
Just the wallet? All right. And then, do you mind lifting your shirt so I can check your waistband?
I got
Turn around for me real quick. Perfect.
nothing.
I just want to make sure. That's all, man. Go ahead, do me a favor, take a seat, all right? Oh, do you have your ID on you?
In the car, if you want to come with me.
No, we'll just do this. Just go ahead and take a seat.
You come with me, I'll give it to you.
No, you're fine. What's your first name?
Brian?
Brian? Is that layman spelling?
B-R-I-N, yeah, and L-A-U-N.
And then your last name?
L-A-U-N.
L-A-U-N.
D-R-I-E.
D-R-I-E?
Yep.
Laundry? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your date of birth, Brian?
I'll say crisscross applesauce, but can I just sit in the shade because I'm bald? It's okay. I'll give you some shade.
Spoken like a narc, in my opinion. He's worried about his big head. Laughing, not at all worried about his victim.
How many times did you slap?
Bravo, Romeo, India, Alpha, November.
And then what? And his reaction was to do what?
It's going to be out of Florida.
He just grabbed you? Did he hit you though? I mean, it's okay if you're saying you hit him, but I understand if he hit you, but we want to know the truth. Did he actually hit you? Because, where did he hit you? No, don't worry. Be honest. Did he slap in your face? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right here, she tries to tell them she was slapped or that he grabbed her face, which we all know exactly what he did based on that 911 call. They seem to care more about his injuries than they did her, or trying to actually listen to what she was trying to say to them. I don't know the laws there, but when two people admit to DV, arrest should have been made, in my opinion. I think which we can't say either way because we don't know. We don't know how, if it still would have happened or not, but I think arrest should have been made, and that's just my opinion.
Yelling at him, and then when you turned your lights on, I kind of punched her arm,
She's saying his wife hit the curb. You said it was Gabby?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I remember that name was Gabby.
Yeah.
I have a lot of anxiety and stress.
I have a lot of anxiety.
And what's his name? Is it Brian? Is he usually pretty patient with you?
Yeah, but it just makes me upset. I know that he definitely gets frustrated with me a lot.
But my ex-wife, I'm just sharing, I know it's a little personal, but to help you understand, we would feed off each other's anxiety and spiral. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how much I loved her. It may be bad for your soul. Just saying. I'm not telling you what to do with your life, but if you know you have anxiety, look at the situations you can get in. You know what I mean? And we're not here to be mean to you or anything. Well, you know, there's a first time and then it usually. We'll go see what Brian's saying, but I think you've heard everything now from.
Quick question. You said you were hitting him in the arm. Did you grab the steering wheel?
No, I didn't.
You did not touch the
I
steering
didn't
wheel?
touch the steering wheel, but only for like a second, because I just saw the lights come on, and it was more just like, you're an idiot. Like, you know.
But did you grab the steering wheel and like
No.
swerve or anything like that?
No. I didn't touch the steering wheel at all.
So right there, they just caught Brian in a lie. He had told the officers earlier that she grabbed the steering wheel, and she said she did not grab the steering wheel. I think she is trying to listen to what the officer is saying to her, and then she's just trying to agree with anything that he's trying to say. And I think that she's trying to because if she listens to what the officer is saying, then she's pretty much getting Brian's story. And then that way she can say whether she did something or not, so that she doesn't get him into trouble. So Brian said she grabbed the steering wheel. That was a lie. So why wasn't he questioned further about why he lied? If he lied once, what else is he lying about?
Saying, no, it's okay. Thank you so much.
It's not my fault. That's good.
So it was just more of a disagreement, and I just wanted to.
What was the disagreement about?
It was. I wouldn't even call it disagreement. It was just that I'm dirty and I can't change being dirty. Like I got dirty feet, I got sand in my flip flops and stuff like that. It was that we were at the coffee shop for so long because we were there from 9 to 3. So I guess there's a few little things, little relationships. I don't know if you're in a relationship, but I'm sure you
I've been married for over 5 years now. So.
There's a lot of little things. Right?
Yeah, I can go.
And
I get it.
We weren't physical before the point where I said, all right, let's just take a breather and like walk away for a minute. I'll lock the van up and I'll go for a walk this way, and you can go walk that way on the block. You know, there's that what is it called, Moonflower?
Right.
Yeah, nice areas. You can go either way. It's all shaded. So let's go for a little walk and breathe and come back. Because we're happy with it. I'm not upset with her. She got worked up and she had her phone in her hand and her keys and everything. She wanted, not her keys, her rings. Her rings, her phone. And I was holding on to the keys because I didn't want to go anywhere. And my big fear is, I don't have my phone. I don't have my phone. So she goes off without me. But I'm on my own. So I was saying, let's just go for a walk. And she was trying to get the keys for me. So I was just going, just wait back up. And that's when she hit me. And I didn't get, I don't want to push you, but I didn't get overtly physical. I was just trying to keep her away and not get hit. And then I got really loud, and like that's probably drew everyone's attention where I was going, back up, get away, just give me a...
Okay, so you said you pushed her to create some distance, obviously, right? What happened after that? What got the scratches on your eye?
The phone.
The phone? So you pushed her and she hit you?
I think he got those scratches because he had her by the face at one point, and she was trying to get you off her, in my opinion.
Over to Washington. Do that from Washington, then down to Oregon, and down to California. What part of California is that?
I'm from a town just outside Sequoia National Park.
You're going to
be going through there?
We'll get good in the way outdoors.
Go ahead. No, it wasn't too bad at all.
So I just want to go to 2 witnesses, and I reported it. You want me to tell you what you said?
Yeah.
Real quick. Do you mind hanging with him for a minute? So, do it both. So, he said that he never saw the male strike the female. He saw the male trying to lock her out of the vehicle. She even told us that he was trying to lock her out, told her to go take a walk. Said that she was trying to get in. She eventually couldn't get in and actually clawed her way in through the driver's door. He says, I don't understand why she's doing that. Well, I think it's because it was the only door that wasn't locked that she could get through. So she's trying to get in over him. He's trying to disengage from her. I guess he hung her backpack on the back probably so she would have her shit so that he didn't have to engage with her. Everything she's saying is the same thing. I haven't heard what he said, but if that's what he said, it's also what the witness is saying. The witness says, I never saw him hit her. I saw him shove her, but I couldn't tell you if it was an aggression against her or a defense against her, as far as her, being the aggressor. So at this point, screaming that he needs to go to jail and did something to this girl, it sounds to me like she is the primary aggressor.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with her being the primary aggressor is in an instance of domestic assault,
be it a male or be it a female, we shall arrest. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to go to jail. We can do a citation if it meets one of 3 criterion, which one of them is that we can ensure that they're not going to further risk each other's safety. But the problem with that is they live in the same vehicle.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Boy, he seems to be, in my opinion, all for Brian. And that's not true at all. This officer says the witness said he never saw him hit her. Why would the witness say, if it's the same witness, but why would he say in the 911 call that he saw him slap her? So who's lying here? Who is lying here? And I'm just going to be honest with you. If I was her family, there would be some people that would answer my questions. And if you didn't want to answer my questions, in my opinion, this is what I would do in this situation. You're going to answer some questions in a court of law. Because there's 2 different stories here. Either the witness is lying or this officer's not telling the truth. So which is it? If it's the same witness from the 911 call, but it's the same day, I mean, how many witnesses were there? I'm not going to play any more of this video because we've all seen it. Those were just some things I wanted to point out that don't sit well with me. There was no arrest made. The officer separated them by making her sleep in the van and telling her to go to the $4 shower stall that was at the road while they put Brian in a nice, comfy hotel. On August 19th, the couple launched a YouTube channel called Nomadic Static. On August 21st, Gabby's father placed an Uber Eats order for the couple when they were staying in Salt Lake City. Gabby's parents said the couple left Salt Lake City on August 24th. On August 25th, Gabby posted her final post to Instagram for her final time. On August 30th, her family received text from Gabby's phone saying she was losing cell service in Yosemite. But her parents didn't believe that text came from Gabby. On September 1st, Brian returned to his parents' Northport, Florida home without Gabby. He was driving her van, and it was discovered that the van did belong to Gabby. Gabby was reported missing by her mother on September 11th after she was unable to reach her daughter. Gabby's mother had also made attempts to reach out to Brian and his parents without any response. Gabby's mother's final text with Gabby was on August 27th and received a final text on August 30th that says no service in Yosemite. But Gabby's mom knew that text didn't come from Gabby because Gabby couldn't have been in Yosemite. Here we see photos of Brian's parents, his mother and father. And it's sad, in my opinion, that these two are covering for their son. But it appears that they are, in my opinion, allegedly. When Brian made it to his parents' home, he refused to speak to Gabby's parents or police and got on an attorney. He had an attorney right away and pled the fifth. Now, the thing is that the police did a news conference with Gabby's father, and I guess her mother was there and the stepfather. And the officer said in the police report, or the police and to the reporters, that they asked him, do you know where Brian is? And he had made a statement that, I believe he said yes. He said, we are aware of where Brian is at, but we cannot give you that information. But then 2 days later, he comes up missing. They don't know where he's at. Are you kidding me? How does someone who should have been watched around the clock, whether he was given information or not, he should have been watched. You said you knew where he was at, but you let him get away. I believe in this case, Gabby was failed in more ways than one. And she's still being failed. Justice, who knows if justice will ever be served. Gabby's body was found on Sunday, and autopsy confirms homicide, but cause of death is not known as of yet. Brian is a person of interest and is now on the run. Law enforcement is searching for him in the Florida preserve. And in my opinion, I don't believe he's there. I think he's long gone in hiding. His mother, from what the reports say, allegedly had worked at one time for the DA's office. I'm sure she has some police friends, in my opinion. There's so much more that goes into this case that I can't fit it all in this one video, but I will keep you guys updated on the cause of death when that comes in. Also, and if they ever find him, the location of Brian and the arrest of Brian, if and when they find him. Please leave in the comments section what you guys think about this mess, and don't forget to hit that like button.